Alright, so good morning traders, welcome to this lovely Wednesday today, the 8th of March 2023. The time now is almost 7:30. Alright, so ladies and gents, I do have a couple of trades that I'm looking at. Currently I am in the US yen. Picked it up for a long position right over there after I saw these nice long candles over there, these nice long wicks. I jumped in for my trade. I did see price break through this level of resistance, now turn support. It tested it once, it tested it twice, and when I saw this nice long wick, because you guys know I trade by long wicks, so nice long wick. As the candle jumped over and that candle closed, the new one opened, I put a buy order in, and it went a bit down and then just spiked to the upside. Now the reason also that I jumped into on a buy on the US dollar is because of Mr. Powell's speech, which in short terms referred to that there is a big hawkish movement coming in, a big interest rate hike coming for the US dollar, which in turn is good for the US dollar. It's good for the dollar, but not so good for stocks, not so good for the gold, because remember, if the dollar goes up, gold goes down. So you have to remember those things. So those of you who want to buy gold or whatever, I wouldn't suggest you do it right now. Let's just see when the interest rate comes out to see what it actually is. But from the speech of Mr. Powell, we can see that they are planning on raising interest rates. That is why I am long on the dollar. So at this stage, the Aussie USD is at a level of interest. It is at my level where I would want to buy the Aussie USD. It's at this previous support. Well, it was resistance turned support, but now I'm not so interested in climbing in for a buy or buying against the US dollar, especially with the hawkish tone of the Fed. So I don't know, but I do see the Aussie CAD, the Canadian dollar, is also at that same level of interest where I would definitely want to jump in. So I'm more leaning towards jumping into the Aussie CAD for a buy than the Aussie USD. Although, you know, the Aussie dollar has been picking up some strength as well. You can see with anything that's against the Aussie, you can see it has picked up. There's the Aussie NZD. The Aussie dollar has picked up in strength, but now with the USD and maybe higher than expected interest rates, I'm gonna stay away from anything. I'm not gonna sell the USD. In turn, I'm just gonna buy the USD, because the US dollar is definitely gonna pick up in strength and definitely gonna fly off. So you do not want to buy this at this stage. Let's just see what the interest rate comes out and see once the market stabilizes what's going to happen. So for now, I am currently in the US yen. Like I said, I'm at a $14 there. And remember, this is a $50 account. So to have $14 up on a $15 account is a lot of money. All right. So let's look at the Aussie CAD quickly for 2 seconds. There's just over half an hour left of this candle. Now I do see what I look for, long wicks. So after this 30 minutes, when the next candle opens, I am gonna jump in for a buy on the Aussie CAD, and I'm gonna put that order in. It's half an hour, so let's see what happens when that half an hour passes. If this wick is still there, if the wick is still there, then I'm definitely going to jump in for a buy opportunity on the Aussie CAD. But the Aussie US, not so much. I'm not going to be meddling around with that at this stage. Sorry, excuse me. Alright, so that's my trading idea for the day. The gold, I wanted to jump in for a buy opportunity over there, but I missed that opportunity because I was busy with other things, and I missed that perfect entrance over there. But also a good thing that I missed it, because now with the hawkish speech of the Fed, gold completely broke down to the downside. Completely. So it's probably going to retest this zone over here, but I would not like to jump in for a buy. Like I said, when the US dollar goes up, the gold goes down. All right, they are two opposites of a coin. So just remember that when you are trying to buy gold and you see maybe it's at a nice level of support where it previously found good support, not necessarily. Fundamentals tell me to avoid this situation for a while to see where the dollar is going to go. Same with the US 30, you can see a complete breakdown because the stock market is the same. If the dollar gathers strength, if the interest rate goes up, that is bad for stocks, that's bad for companies, that's bad for the US market. If the dollar goes up or interest rate goes up, as you can see, it was on its way to the upside but completely broke down after that news from Mr. Powell where he clearly said that we can expect interest rates to be higher than expected, so which means we're in for a nice interest rate hike on the USD. So until then, I'm not going to bother with the US 30. I'm not going to bother with gold. The Aussie USD, I'm not going to bother with now. I put them all at the end. And then we'll see what happens. Pound USD, also not going to do that. Just going to hang on with that. Euro USD completely broke down. Let me put that also at the bottom, at that side. So what I got is USD, JPY, Aussie CAD, pound yen. The pound yen should be doing good because the yen is battling, but the pound is not battling too much. So I might get in for a buy there. I might jump in for a nice sell opportunity here. The euro yen, this is going to be a buy because the euro is quite strong compared to the yen. If you look at COT data, you know, the institutional traders are more on the buy of the euro and they are on the more sell side to the yen. So the big boys sell yen, but they buy euro. So I'm just waiting for euro to break through this level of resistance. If I do see a breakthrough there and a retest, I will jump in for a buy on that one. But that's my trading for today. I hope you guys have a great one. I might jump into this one. I'll see there's just the 30 minutes left. We'll see how it goes. From my side, have a great one and cheers.